We learned in the Rambam yesterday about Maaser Sheni. Maaser Sheni is the second 10% that you take out of the produce, that you have to eat it in Yerushalayim. However, if you're not planning to go to Yerushalayim for the next few months, you redeem it over the value on money. So if you have $100 worth of apples, you take money that's $100, and that money becomes holy, and the apples you can eat wherever you are. You don't have to eat in Yerushalayim. However, today the Rambam adds an interesting thing. When you do redeem this 10% of produce, it depends who does it. If the owner himself takes the fruit and wants to redeem it over money, he has to add a fifth to the value. So if it's worth $100, the apples, he has to pay $120. In other words, even though you're just taking the value of the fruits and you're putting it on, transferring the holiness on the money, so you could be able to eat the fruits in wherever you live in Tel Aviv or Tzvas. But if you do it yourself, you're the owner of this produce, you have to add another fifth to it. It's almost like a chaimish, it's like 20%. It's a lot. So if the apples are worth 100, you're adding 120. So why is that? The Torah says, "V'im go'el yigal ish mimaisoi." If a person, this is in Chumash and Parshas B'chukaisai, chamishisa yosef alav, he should add a fifth. However, he could play a trick, he says, interesting trick. He could ask his wife to do it. You know, if he himself does it, he has to add a fifth. But if his wife does it, he doesn't have to ask a fifth. Why? Because the Torah says, ish mimaisoi. Only if the man has to add a fifth. But if the woman does it, she pays just the value, and she doesn't have to add a fifth. If you don't want, if your wife is not home, you can ask your children and say, you know what, could you help me here? I want to save 20%. It's interesting. Halacha.
It's like a fifth that you add, like would be 25, and it'd be a fifth of
125.
125.
Yeah, it's 25%.
It's 25.
It's outside.
Yeah, it's outside.
Of course, yeah.
Fifth on the outside.
And it's passing on this.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Each mean person or
Huh?
man? Each doesn't mean person?
Ish means the male. In this path, it says ish mimasoi. The Chachamim say ish v'la isha.
But that's unfair because not only he pays more when he redeem it, when he goes there, he has to pay retail value. Costing much more.
What do you mean?
To get the apple, let's say.
Oh, you mean in Yerushalayim? He doesn't have to spend more than the money he has. So if he's a wholesaler, he just has to redeem it. The value of the wholesale.
I'm saying it's going to cost him much more.
Why?
First to redeem to cash and then go and buy retail.
So he gets less. He doesn't have to spend more cash. He
Yeah,
just spends that money of cash that he got.
Anything.
He doesn't have to spend more. He just, only the money that he has that it was made for Maaser Sheni, that's the amount he spends. He doesn't have to add more to it, even if he's going to get less. What could you do? This is part of it. It could be also we have the halacha that if you, let's say, designate, let's say, the table. You say, this table, I'm donating to the Beis Hamikdash, your dining room table. And then you change, you want to, the Torah says you have to add a fifth. Because the Rambam says the Torah knows that people, after they donate, they always want to take it back. So the Torah gives you a penalty that you have to add a fifth. So then you're not going to take it back so fast. That's what the Rambam says.
How can his wife redeem the fruits though? Because she's not the owner. He would have to sell it to his wife.
Oh, it's not only that, she would have to have her own money that's not his. That's a separate thing. You know what I mean?
How much is it a penalty, or is it just to make sure that you're having the right quantity for the
In this place, it's not a penalty.
Seems to have the quantity for the
I don't know why they add him another fifth. In the case where you sanctify something, they add another fifth because he wants to take it back. But here, why are you adding another fifth? I don't know exactly the reason why. What's wrong? He's doing the value.
But can you even sell something that's hektish? How could he sell it to his wife? You can't sell it hektish.
It's not hektish. It's Maaser Sheni. You can redeem it. The Torah gives you the right. V'tzarta kesed biyadecha. Torah says you're allowed to take the Maaser Sheni and redeem it over money, no problem.
But how does his wife do it if it's not hers?
So she has to have her own money.
Did we learn it in the,
That wasn't his.
In the Chatzi Shekel? When you give the Chatzi Shekel, you have to add a chomer to make sure that you
That was because when they used to exchange a shekel to two,
Exactly. You have to.
the 25%.
Mhm.
It's a lot.
How much-
Rabbi Hanani ben Akash,